Let me check. Is my screen visible? Hello, guys. Athira, I'm able to share my screen. Is my screen visible? Please respond.
Yes, your screen is visible and audio is also clear.
Thank you. Thank you. So after a long time, Jen Mathaiji, Guru, Amal, Mukasi, hope you guys are doing well in life. Hope, how many are expected to join? Yeah, thank you, Guru. Hey, Sobin, how are you? Looking great. You are on mute. You are on mute, Sobin. If you are saying something, yes. Sanish has joined. Welcome, Sanish, after a long time.
Yes, sir. Long time no see.
Yeah. So, how's the life going on? How's the learning? And how are your experiences till date?
Good, fine.
Great. It's good to know that you guys are into a learning journey, and most of you, I think, we know each other, but there are still few who would be joining sooner or later. So in a couple of minutes, I'll be starting the session. Today's topic we have introduction to, actually it's a statistical measures for to manipulate the data and to measure the data, but that actually starts with the descriptive statistics. So it's a very broad domain. Sobin, are you new to the system or have you attended previous classes?
No, this is the first time.
Oh, this is the first time. Don't worry, you are going to enjoy.
Yeah.
Going great. Guru Shaya. Shaya has joined. Okay, anyways, let the people join and let us start with what we are about to do. So hope my screen would be clearly visible and I should be clearly audible to all of you. And I'm now going to hide this particular thing such that no issue should be created while going for full screen. I'm going full screen now. Do let me know if my full screen is visible to you or no. If I go for full screen, yeah. Is my full screen visible, guys?
Yes, visible.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you. So I'll be using the dashboard and I'll use different colors to explain along the journey. So right today, as you can see in your statement of learning, that it is statistical measures to understand data. Hope you remember we had already covered multiple, say, whether it's a machine learning or a SQL or a Python language programming. We had covered a lot in recent past. So, but one of the very important aspect which I thought of, I don't know why it got missed, but yeah, this is the time we can cover it. That is the statistics, because whenever and wherever you will go to learn the data, this statistics will not going to leave you anywhere, believe me. So if you remember, we had an understanding of data. Can anybody give me an answer how many types of data and how many data we have for taking into consideration as far as the machine learning or data science is concerned? Or you know about the data, do let me know, please.
Numerical data.
Okay, I'm writing. Next.
Floating point data.
Sorry.
Floating point data. Binary data.
Binary data. Okay, okay, binary data. Then just you worked with only two data, Sanesh? Okay, inside numerical data, can you further classify the numerical data into, if you remember, numerical data got converted into two. If you remember, it's continuous data and second is discrete data. Hope you remember, yes or no?
Yes,
Continuous means you are having full values, means say your weight, your say height. If you say your height, you say you would definitely go for range between 4.5 feet to 6.11 feet. Most of us are in this range. So we have a continuously varying data set, and that is called continuous. Weight, you never say I am hardly and strictly 70 kgs. You might say I am 70.5 kg. So this is why we call it a continuous, because it contains a fractional element in its side. Whereby discrete things are usually demonstrated, like your age. Your age is never say 27.5 years. Have you ever said 27.5? No. We always say you are 27 year young. You are 43 years young. So this is discrete data, means defined at particular non-decimal places. So anything which is not having a decimal value will go with discrete, and anything having a decimal value will go for continuous, as simple as that. Where as far as the Sanesh has told, binary data means usually when we do for programming, there are two aspects to it. Binary data also suggests about 0 and 1, but binary data also thinks about true and false. Means two aspects of a data. Whether if I ask you, say, do you love fast food? You will say either yes or no. So the only answer you are left with is yes or no, true or false, present or absent, or hope you understand. Two types of output would be there. Similarly, data could also be ordinal. If you remember the ordinal data, ordinal data means the data which you can compare. Okay. If you remember the ordinal data, you can actually put a, what do I call? You can compare the type of data, like you have done a survey and you have taken a feedback that, okay, this feedback about a product launched by Google or say launched by YouTube is actually getting surveyed and comparable. Say if you are comparing the feedback of three faculty in your domain, so three faculty feedback, so those feedback output, the data would be ordinal in nature. We will call it an ordinal data. So there are certain types of data which actually consist of its own hold, because the nature of data varies time by time, and you don't know what is the type of data you are going to see. See, whenever you are having a numerical data, you will go for multiplication, division, subtraction, or using all the mathematical computation with the numerical data. But give me an answer. Would you be able to do any mathematical computation with binary data? Yes or no? Guys, would you be able to do any mathematics with binary data? Sobin, Kunalji, say you are having a data with yes or no, absent, present, true or false. Are you able to compute it? Are you able to multiply it? Say if I ask to multiply 2 liters of milk with 5 square feet of land, would you be able to?
No.
No, not at all, because it doesn't make sense. So similarly, we say when we have a binary data which is having an output as true or false, you cannot go for computation. You cannot apply any mathematical operation other than seeking whether it is of same type or no. If you are not directly talking to me, you may mute yourself. Else, if you are talking to me, you may unmute in that case, because background noise comes. No worries. So this is the type of data I have given an introduction to you all about. So sooner this is being done, let me clear it. If I erase everything. So this is the beauty of everything, like website or say presentation, that yes, we can clean each and everything in the while. So descriptive statistics ask us that please go for collection of the data, because descriptive statistics comes from statistics only, and statistics is a branch of mathematics. It's such a branch of mathematics whereby we only do one thing, that is called estimation. Hope you all would have heard this term, estimation. Yes or no? Have you heard this term, estimation?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You only estimate where you have certain probability, certain likelihoodness, certain amount of ability to, okay, this might be the answer. It means you are not sure every time, but you are estimating in the vicinity of surety,
Recording in progress.
Yes. So this is the situational thing, whereby the term descriptive takes for, see the term descriptive, it is written. Descriptive means historical. It contains historical data, means what has happened in the past. So descriptive says about the past, what has happened in the past. So if you know, you say if you have a data which is already been collected from certain source, whether a first party, second party, or third party, there are people who purchase the data, there are people who get the data in, say, in the lieu of something, some other resource to share, and there are the data which you can directly collect either while doing the web scraping or doing certain say, must I say, coding. You can scrape the data from the internet, and you can purchase the data as well, depends upon how sensitive it is your case. But historical data says, if it is a descriptive one, historical data says everything has already occurred. Occurrence has been made, occurrence is done. Now what you are doing with it? If you have a data, everything is present, but the things are not as it is visible on the right hand side. Can you see your right hand side? It is very much descriptive. Can you see? All the visualization is being shown, okay, here is a person, here is a lock, here is a some certain different visualization tools are being represented on the right hand side of the slide. So to convert any historical data into its equivalent visualization takes a lot of effort. To make this effort fruitful, we use statistics. And not only this thing, inside the statistics, especially the descriptive one, which involves multiple things, as it is written also here, you can see it involves, first is collection of the data. Collection of data. We also call it accumulation of the data. You are collecting the data, and that data could be anything which we have just studied: numerical data, categorical data, say continuous or discrete data, binary data, string data. That could be a stock market data. That could be the data which be dealt in your machinery basis upon your nature of job, because you guys are working professional and you daily deal with the data, whether it's account data, whether it's a non-monetary based data, whether it is, may I call it a HR data, yes or no? So you are diversified with your data sets. So first of all, collection of the data is important. Then after collection, if you have the data, you can organize it. What is the meaning of organization? Would anybody like to explain? Simple, one word. I want one word answer. To organize a data means what? Anyone?
To change into a readable format or understandable format.
Very good, Jan Mathaiji. He said to make it in an understandable format. It means you are able to arrange it. Am I correct? Arrange the data in any format. Arranging the data. So this is the meaning called organization. Say there are, say suppose discontinuity in the data, arrange it in a continuous form. If there are dates in a different format, say few dates are in MMDDYY, few dates are in DDMMYY, few dates are in YYMMDD, means year, month and date. So please rearrange the data in one format such that it is readable. Then we can say sooner you have arranged the data, now is the time to do the ED, explorative data analysis, which I have already explained in the class, but don't worry, I'll say you will have to analyze that data. Analyze the data, you have two options: either you analyze via Python code, either you analyze via Python, or you may use MS Excel, Microsoft Excel. So these are the two ways to analyze the data for you at this time, but there are so many ways other than this. And finally, when you have analyzed the data, what you shall do with that particular data? You are now motivated to share it with the stakeholders. That, oh my boss, you have given me the data, I have collected it from you. These are the findings of the data given by you. And now you would be more than happy to share it to your stakeholder in terms of presentation, as I am presenting in front of you. Presentation. I think most of you would be doing that. Your boss used to give you certain task and you used to do a fantastic job and then present it in form of PPT presentation or creating a dashboard out of either a Tableau or a Power BI or local dashboard of your choice. Hope most of you are aware about it. If you have any doubt, please ask. Any doubt in this process? First, collection, second, organization, third, analysis, and fourth is the sharing to the stakeholder. If you guys are okay, should I move ahead? Any doubt till this point? Shanesh, Janji,
No, sir. Go ahead.
Muzammil. Okay, thank you.
No, sir. No. No, sir. No.
Thank you. So, yeah, give me that boost. So many, after so much time we are meeting. See, I have maintained my energy. Fine. So now the topic starts, which says measure of central tendency. I know that most of you understand these terms, mean, median, and mode. But today you will see a different eyes or different glasses to look into the data via these terminologies. So we have usually measure of central tendency, which says that inside a data set, how are you able to describe the data? How are you able to describe the data? So we usually find the mean of the data. What does the mean says? Mean, as you are very much aware, it is an arithmetic average. Arithmetic average simply say, see, the adjective is being added to it. Average is one thing, arithmetic average is another thing. See the adjective. Adjective is very much important. Say at this moment of time, you might be knowing that, okay, if Deepak is saying that arithmetic average, what shall I do? I will add all my points, say x1, x2 plus x3 till xn, n number of points, and I divide by total number of quantity. This is an arithmetic average. But if I would have said only average or a mean, then you should have questioned me which type of mean you are about to ask. So to that, we must also come to know that, okay, there are other types of mean as well. Do anybody know other type of mean other than arithmetic mean? Anyone with the prior knowledge? You guys are more than welcome.
Logarithmic mean.
Logarithmic mean, my God, big term, Genji, big term. So logarithmic mean. Actually, what Jan Mathai is saying, logarithmic mean is, it is simply taking the log of all these x1, x2 and taking the mean out of it. So ln x1, ln x2, and this one, ln xn divided by total number of numbers. This is what I hope am I correct, Janji? Logarithmic mean. So where do we do such things? Here, when we say logarithmic mean, where we want to shrink our data from a big value to the small value. Say you having a data of 5K to 5 million. Okay, you have a data from 5K value. It's not a number of data. I'm saying you have a data in the range of 5,000 to 5 million. Then you may apply logarithmic transformation to it. We call it a transformation, logarithmic transformation to it, and calculate the mean. So your space will be shrink, because if you remember, log of 10 is 1, log of 100 is how much? Anyone? Log of 100 is how much? Janji, especially you said logarithmic mean. So what would be the log of 100? Quick answer.
2.
2. Very good. It is 2 because it says log of 100 equals to log of 10 raised to the power 2, and this order of magnitude come in the coefficient side, so becomes 2 log 10 to the base 10. This becomes 1 and answer becomes 2. So this is one thing. Another thing which I am trying to focus upon, we call it arithmetic. Other than arithmetic average, we had certain averages called like quadratic average. One second. Quadratic average. We also have other averages called, say, geometric mean. Geometric mean. Have you heard this in your 10th class or 11th class anytime? And one more mean is there, if I remember correctly, it is weighted mean. Weighted mean. Have you heard these means prior or no? Sanesh, Sobinji, have you heard this prior or no? These mean quadratic average, geometric mean, and the weighted mean. They are also mean, and hence that's why right now you are listening to it such that you could understand and apply to your workplaces. Weighted mean are simply when distributions are like, say, if I use a eraser. Weighted mean simply say when you have a distribution and you want to give a different weight to a different observation. Like, say, if I give you an instance and if I go for, say, light color, weighted mean, I'm saying weighted mean. So I used to give the symbol of mean by this angle bracket. Angle bracket means mean, and weighted mean says that, okay, to the first entry x1, whatever numbers we had, x1, x2 and x3, to the first entry I'll multiply it with the weight of 0.5. To the second entry I'll multiply with the weight of 0.75. To the third entry I'll multiply with the weight of 0.25, and likewise. Hope you got the point, that what is the meaning of weight here. So I am multiplying with certain coefficient to all the numbers and dividing by the total number of n, the total number of entries inside. So this is called weighted mean. Means you have given 50% weight to the first entry, 75% weight to the second entry, 25% weight to the third entry, and so on and so forth. Is this clear? What is the meaning of weighted mean? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and this is being applicable in a time series analysis in a stock market. If I say stock market, I mean to say stock market means time series analysis, where we usually give higher weight to most recent past and a lower weight to the very far input. Say something has come and you want to predict something, or I won't say predict, say you want to forecast something. You have ability to forecast. Right today the, say, Nifty 50 is making is at 23,000. Now you want to forecast what would be its maximum value after 1 week. Then in those situations you will use weighted mean. This is the meaning and application. Similarly, you will use the geometric mean whenever you are having, say, first one quantity multiplied by another quantity, and you take that much of a square root. Say suppose you have two quantity, multiply them and take square root. But what if you have three quantity? Then what shall you do? You will take x1, multiply with x2, multiply with x3, because you had three quantity. Now you will take a square. Now you cannot take a square root because there are three quantity. Now you will take a cube root. So you will raise to the power 1 by 3. This is the meaning of geometric mean. So as many quantity, as many observation, so many raised to the power, 1 over raised to the power. Whereby the quadratic average deals in, if you remember, root mean square. If I use a different space, 1 second. Okay. Do you remember RMS, root mean square error, in machine learning? We have already learned it. There were two things. One is MSE, mean square error, where we have taken the error and calculated the square and then did the mean. And the next thing was root mean square error, RMSE. So this root mean square is simply, if you go for, take the first term x1, any term, any observation, square, add second term square, third term square, and so on till n terms. How many terms are there? Just square them. So this is called, you have taken a square root to the addition of the square. So what you have done? You have taken the values, you have squared them, read it reverse, squared them, and then taken the mean. Squared, take mean, and then take root, and read it as root mean square. So first you squared it, sooner you have squared, take its mean. So take its mean n, and now you have taken the under root. Can you see? this under root is finally done. First square, first numerator is a squared. Denominator indicates taking the mean, and root, square root indicates under root, and hence we call it root mean square. Such type of mean or average is called quadratic average, my dear. Such type of average is called quadratic average. Any doubt in this? Should I clean the screen?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
So this is all about mean. All about mean. We will also see that, okay, how the mean is affecting the data. So now I believe you must have been greater perspective of mean is not only the arithmetic mean, it is an arithmetic, if I'm summarize, it is also quadratic. What else? Do let me know. What should I write next?
Weighted mean.
Weighted mean. And finally, sir?
Geometric mean.
Geometric. Very good. Geometric mean. Geometric. So these are, at least these mean you should be aware about. Okay, these are the mean. Then ask your stakeholder which mean you want me to take, or you should know which mean to take in which situation. That is why diversification of the data, as the diversification, so does the mean, because we cannot take weighted mean every time. We have to take it usually when a stock market forecasting is done. Similarly, we cannot take quadratic mean every time. It is taken when machine learning thing is required to find RMS value. Geometric mean cannot be taken every time. It is taken only and only when you want to shrink the data, like Jan Mathai has told, take the logarithmic mean. So logarithmic mean, if you remember, if you take the log of 2 multiplication quantity, it gives you the addition. Yes or no? Do you remember? Log A into B is equivalent to log A plus log B. Do you know this or no? This is the property of logarithmic. Hope I have taught this in my previous classes, if you remember. Sanesh, Muzammil, Janji. So this is the property which I simply taught you before. Median says, because today's our main motive would be measurement of, or must I say, statistical measures. So statistics starts with mean, median, and modes, and we call it central tendency. Means tendency to be in the center, to look around the center. What is the data is saying all about? The median says the middle value. So see, you found the keyword. This is the keyword to the median. Median says, I am the middleman. I am the middleman, or I am the middle guy. So it says when the data is arranged in order, mind it, this is a very important line. When the data is arranged in order, then only the middle value represents the median. Say if I give an instance, say if I ask you 1, 24, 3, minus 2, 17, 38, suppose. And say if I give one more value, say 14. So if you see the middle value, only if you read this term, the middle value. So you start with left and you start with right and arrive to the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So 3 number from here and 3 number from here. So this is left with the middle value. If you only read the first line, but does it justify the statement? Is it the median? Can median be found like this? Yes or no? Be interactive in your class. Guys, can the median be found like this?
No,
What
that
am
need
I
to be
missing?
arranged.
Yeah. What am I missing here?
Orderly arrangement.
Orderly arrangement. Which order should I go, sir? Ascending or descending?
Ascending.
Why not descending?
Both of.
Both. Yes, both work. Because if you go ascending or descending, the middle value shall remain in the middle. So if you go for any order, either ascending or descending, say I go for descending order, then the highest is 38. Then do help me out. 24, 17, 14. What is next?
3, 1, -2.
3, 1, -2. So this is the descending order. So if you take the 3 quantity here and 3 quantity here, you are only left with 14 as the median. So this is a very important aspect. If you are going for a median or asking for a middleman, please go for arranged data, not unsorted data. Sorting is very much important. And here is one more term we can see. It represents the central tendency regardless of the outliers. Does anybody know about an outlier? Hope I would have made it very much clear in my previous classes. Anybody know it, or should I re-explain this outlier? Ranjit ji, Sanesh. Anybody who know outlier? Sobin ji, any idea about outlier?
I mean the first type.
No.
Floating type data.
Sorry, Sanesh, repeat it.
Floating type data. Graph.
No. Which type data? Again, repeat. Easy. Easy.
Floating data point.
Easy. Oh, login data.
Outlier.
You may write it. Outlier. Which type of data you are referring it?
I forget.
Now, in the meantime, Sanesh is doing chat GPT.
No, I forget.
You forget. So hope you guys remember. By the time I used to ask questions, most of you answer me and few of you do chat GPT and be the winner of the race. Okay, they did chat GPT, found a good answer, represented me, and it was a fun. I believe. So see, outlier. If I give you an instance for an outlier right now, please have a look here. Say suppose I'm making a data distribution now. Data distribution with the help of visualization. So say suppose your data is distributed likewise. Okay. So they are very much near, almost all the data. Yes or no? Here.
Yes.
But now, Sanesh, have a look, all of you. If I have one data here, another data here, and one more data here, or say bunch of data or like this, then don't you think this is called a density data? Means they are packed together, so they carry the most meaning of the data all together. But sooner any data set which is farther from the collected data, see, very abnormal distance it is, very abnormal distances they have from the overall data. So such data which are not normal, usually these four, they are called outlier. And see the name, see the beauty of the mathematics, lying outside of the vicinity. So outlier, lying out. Hope it helps now. Outlier, lying out.
Farther data.
Farther data. Now, if I give a real world example, say suppose you are living in a, okay, this is also an outlier. Say you are living in a society where, I hope if I would have given this example, do remind me. Say you are living in a society where all the plots, or must I say, all the flats are accommodated by people and only one flat is left behind. And if I say the average income of the people living in that society, say, is usually between 1.5 lakhs to 3 lakh per annum. Okay, no, per month, 3 lakh per month. But sooner Elon Musk come and purchase one flat in your society. And can anybody give me the average income of Elon Musk? Any guess?
No, sir.
No finite number. Say considering 200 crores per month. Okay.
Oh,
200 crore per month. Yes or no? I think this guy deserves this.
yes, yes, yes.
So 200 crores per month is an, don't you think now the Elon Musk is an outlier in your society as far as the income or the business or the type of money he has? Yes or no?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
So when you are going to calculate the mean, considering the Elon Musk into the system, don't you think that your mean, which was usually between 1.5 to 3 lakh per month, will now shift to around 10 to 30 crore per month?
Yeah,
Because
yes.
you have included 200 crores and added it and divided by only one extra number. Hope I am understood. So we say that our outlier affects the mean very, very much. So whenever you are having big numbers in your data, big numbers, please either remove them, or it's a request, do not take a mean. Else what happens? Your mean is a biased one. Your mean is a biased mean. It is not a good measure of central tendency. Anybody is having a doubt in this, please raise your hand or speak up. Should I move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Go
yes.
ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So hope now you have a broader aspect to understand what is the meaning of outlier and how it is affecting the things. But now if I give you an instance to, let me clear it and give you the median. Now say suppose again the same situation, that Elon Musk has come to your society and this is the situation you are facing right now. So which could be the central tendency to be considered when outliers are there? So if I use a different color, okay, I go with yellow. It says, say suppose there are 10 people, motamoti, there are 10 people, then we can say one is earning around 1.5 lakh, another 2 lakh, then say 5 lakhs, then say 0.9 lakhs, say 1.5 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs, 3 lakhs, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and say the 9. Ninth one is 200 crore. 200 crores. So in this situation, if you are going to take the median, so what happens? First of all, we need to arrange it. So in the order to arrange it, let me change the figures. 1.5 is considered as 1.6, 2 point anything same? No. So let me arrange it. 1.5 arranged to say again 2 lakhs, then 2 lakh after 2.5 lakh. Before 1.5 lakh, I should write 0.9 lakh. Nobody is guiding me. Then after 1.5 and between 2, I should write 1.6 lakh. Yes. And 3 lakh, 4 lakh, and finally the 200 crore. So if I now calculate the median, so Does 200 crore affecting my median? See, these are the three numbers, and these are the three number, and these are the 1, 2. So I can take middle value between the two, 2.5 plus 2 divided by 2. So 4.5 by 2, how much? 2.25. So 2.25 lakhs will remain the median, value or the middle value for the overall income in the society. In spite of having an outlier as an Elon Musk, it is not affected. The median has not been affected. See the beauty. So median are literally not at all affected by outlier, whereby mean is drastically affected by outlier. So never take mean when you are having an outlier. You have two options: either do not take mean or remove the outlier, or second option is please go for median. And you can see median is not affected by outlier. Previously the median was 2 lakh, now it is 2.25 lakh. It is not varying with a very greater standard deviation, means it's not having a very greater range of variation, or it is going from 1.5 lakh to 20 crore. So it is incomparable. Any doubt in this? Should I clear the screen and move ahead?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Now the final one is mode. See, they looks like, okay, what is that? What is kept in that? Why are we reading it? Why are we studying it? But they makes a lot of sense when statistics, or must I say statistical estimates, are to be calculated. Statistical estimates. Statistics is not a very simple, or must I say childlike thing. It is the basis. The whole economy of any country is actually run by statistics. Even we have an institute in India, I think Indian Statistical Institutes, ISI. If you can see the sign of like this, ISI, over the equipments, which gives a stamp that it is statistically tested, go ahead. Similarly, the mode says maximum count of anything, maximum count of an object, suppose. It is called a mode. But why it is being used now? It identifies the most common or a typical data point. So it also says that who is the common guy, who is the most popular guy. If you want to calculate in your data, whatever type of data it is, the most popular, if you define these as a feature, column 1, column 2, column 3, they are the features. So most popular feature in your data set, or the most popular variable in your data set, then in that case you need mode, my dear. Like, say if I give you an instance, you have a feature or say city, where inside the city you have certain values. Somewhere you find Delhi, somewhere, I'm talking about right now in India, because I right now reside in India, so I remember the thing. Delhi, we have Hyderabad, then we again have Mumbai, but again you find Hyderabad, again you have say Chennai, again you have Hyderabad. So see, in your data set, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. In your 6 rows, which city is most popular? Can anybody answer? Very simple. Hyderabad. Not Ghaziabad, Hyderabad. Okay. Hyderabad, because it is occurring maximum times. As simple as this. It is occurring maximum time. So what is the keyword we can give it to? We call it frequency. Which is the most frequent? So most frequent city is Hyderabad. Similarly, in your data set, if you want to see, okay, which value is coming so many times, please go for mode. And say, suppose there are situations in life when in the data we go for categorical type of data, because see, can you see this city is a category data. Why category? Because they are neither numeric, nor ordinal, nor comparable, nor feedback based, nor discrete, nothing. It is a string. It is a string written as a sequence of characters. See, sequence of character. So they cannot be done any manipulation, computation, plus addition, plus subtraction, the division, nothing can be done with them. So the only choice left for you to measure such data is mode, that which is creating the highest bar here. Highest bar, can you see? This is the type of bar which is being created by city, suppose. So which is creating the highest bar? When you go for plotting the data, you will see the whenever you have category type of data which cannot be used for a computation, always go for mode. Any doubt till this point, please ask.
Okay.
Prathesh, Bigesh, Betsy, remember? Are you there? Prakash, Syed, Anaf. Most of you have the same attitude. They remain mum by the time until they have been asked purposely.
No. Basically, I joined very late. That's why I'm just watching. Yeah. Sorry for that.
It's okay, Vigesh. I'm used to of it. There are few students who are quite old. They knew it and they only answer me. And it's good that I appreciate that right now Sobinji is actually, although he's not speaking much, but yes, he is listening to me with uttermost attention, opening his camera such that it shows the type of devotion a person has. So it is recommended with all of you, and you guys only comes when a picture has to be taken. So okay, I understand.
But today also less people only, total only 90 participant only.
Yeah, they didn't knew that this guy is again going to come.
Oh.
Or if that, yeah, and if that would have been the case, then their priorities are different. So now,
Okay.
because now I have become such a statistical guy, so I only talk in terms of probability, likelihoodness, estimates, only these much things. Okay, fine. So because I have to move ahead, and this is actually a big topic. It won't be covered in one class, mind it. You have to go through it by yourself as well. And I'm not going to code you for this, because I understand most of the people are not from the coding background. And that's why I have chosen such a topic which anyone can understand, correlating with their type of work. And if you see this graph over the left hand side, here mean, median, and mode are written all together. If I give you the name of such a graph in statistics, we call it, let me use a different color, we call it normal distribution. Has anybody heard about this term, normal distribution of data? Normal distribution?
No.
It's all right. I understand, because it's a very new paradigm to all of you. Although it is a mathematics, but it is not a measurement of the mathematics. It is estimation. So normal distribution simply says when you say you have a data like this, let me give you a fair understanding. say you have a data like this, and now most of your data is concentrated in this manner. Okay. Hope I make sense to all of you. It is almost concentric circles whereby the origin is actually the center from any part of the data, is actually the center from any part of the data. So to such a data, if you see the upper half of the data is almost equivalent to the lower half of the data. So we say, if you calculate the mean for it, mean is represented by mu in statistics. If you calculate the mean for such a data, how much should it come? Any idea? Apply the common sense. It is a y-axis. This is an x-axis. This is a value 0. Origin. This is an origin. So how much mean would be calculated here? And you should ask a question. Which mean? Arithmetic mean I am asking. Arithmetic mean is calculated by addition of all the numbers or all the data point divided by the number of data point. So I have also said, as are the number of data point above the origin, or sorry, above the x-axis, so many data points are below the x-axis. So can we say all the points adding up in the above or hereby above the x-axis will have the same data point in the below? All the lower data points are negative in number. All the above data points are positive in number. Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So when you add them and they are almost equal, so mean would somewhere lie near to the origin.
Yeah, it will be 0.
It would be 0. Simple answer. Common sense. So whenever you are having your mean equals to 0, median equals to 0, mode equals to 0, usually mean, median, mode lying at origin, then we call such a distribution of the data to be normally distributed. So the good name is normal probability distribution. And we have a bell curve to it. It is also, although it is not showing a bell curve seems like this. Okay. This is called a bell curve. If you take a bell and reverse it, just reciprocate the bell, you will look like this. It will look like this, bell curve. So now we shall understand, okay, the mean is actually lying here. The median is actually lying again here, because all the data points are equally distributed. Whereby if you take this data and shift all together at, say, a number line at 8, can you see this number 8? So this data is, if you shift it by certain, say, shifting value, here it is 8. So here we will call for this data that the mean is equal to 8, median is equal to 8, and mode is equal to 8. Do I make sense to you or no?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Because it is a very simple visualization. See, the nature of the graph is bell only. The nature of the graph is bell curve. But what I did, I've all together collected the data and shifted it to number axis at 8 value. That's it. So the mean, median, mode changed altogether, but the nature remained same. So in our upcoming session, in our upcoming classes, we will definitely go and check for normal probability distribution, because here from the real discussion starts, my dear, real discussion of statistics. Right now, I've given you such a brief, I won't say brief, but such a decent introduction about central measure of central tendency, such that you would be able to keep your mind, ear, eyes, senses open okay, something new is about to come, we have to note it down. That is required. Else it will again, I don't want to make the class just it happened and went by, passing by things. No. So here, that's why I have rewritten understanding the characteristics of mean, median, and mode. So again, new terms are being introduced: arithmetic average, set of numbers, calculating all values divided by the total count. This we have understood. Sensitive to outlier, we just covered. Can be skewed by extreme value. This we have to see again. A new term has been introduced to us: skewness. Can you see skewness? So you should be motivated to find, okay, what is the meaning of skewness? Because whatever I'll be sharing with you, I'll show it with the help of visualization curve as well. If curve is showing what we have learned, it will give a testimony to you. Similarly, the median, especially for skewed distribution. Now it will be a matter of excitement and inclusivity, that by the next class we will see how the same center tendency, mean, median, and mode, actually contribute towards skewedness. For that, you should, if I recommend, please go ahead and learn what is skewedness and then come to the class. If not, I'll be taking care of that. Don't worry. Okay. Should I call it a day? And let me stop sharing the same. I would request you to please come to your camera such that we are required to take a very nice photograph of all of us. Sanesh, please open. Actually, your light is very less. Your face, it seems good. Ranjit ji, how are you? Now you are not driving, man. Good. Most of the time people used to drive. Sorry, Muzammil, please speak up.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I literally missed you guys. In the actually, in the meanwhile, there was, I think, Ramzan. After Ramzan, I took few of the classes, and then again some due to miscommunication it happened, or might be I was busy. This might be the case, but don't worry. Now I'll be taking regular classes to all of you, and hope you would have loved the session, enjoyed the session, learned something new, or
Yes, yes.
yeah. So my always attempt would be learn to deliver something new. Sobin, what do you say? Sobin is not in the world. Prakash ji, how are you? You are on mute. Prakash ji, mute. Please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Not able to.
Okay.
Okay, no worries. Okay, fine. Let's come with a thumbs up and make this day and night to be fruitful for us and for the whole community as an Eduwing. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I love taking your classes, and please revision. Revision is important. Do the revision such that we can come up with a quite interactive classes. See, it's not seems like I, Sanesh, Jen, Mithai, and Ranjit ji is talking. Rest everybody is just listening. So, Bigesh, anytime you come, please open your camera and be interactive. I would love that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sure, bye.
Yeah, take care. Bye-bye. Enjoy the life.
Thank
All
you.
the best. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now you are able to listen, Prakash ji. Thank you.